What's up, everybody? It's Ryan here from Ruck.beer. The video that you're about to watch has a number of things related to the GORUCK Star Course DC50. So kind of put together a bunch of videos as I was getting ready for it and during the event and after the event, and stitched them all together to one big Star Course video goodness. So we're gonna have my loadout video. I think I go and buy some shoes, a little bit of stuff, a bunch of videos, updates throughout the entire Star Course, and then some thoughts at the end. So hope it's helpful, and enjoy the show. All right, so here is everything I'm taking for the DC Star Course 50. For the ruck, I've got my Recycled Fighter 12-hour ruck. It's a good 12-liter ruck, perfect for this event. Titan Fitness ruck weight, 20 pounds. Included behind it is just a plastic frame sheet to help give some rigidity to the ruck. The Recycled Fighter 12-hour doesn't have a frame sheet, so I added that in. As well as a chopped up yoga block. Helps get the ruck weight just a little higher in the ruck, which I really like. Got some snackies, 4 bars, that's all I got. And my Old Faithful North Face rain shell. Take that on all my events. It's good in case it rains, which it's not forecast to do, but it's also good when you get a little chilly to help trap some body heat. Packs down light and low, so I like it. Got some sports beans, caffeinated, good for quick energy apparently. Got vitamins and electrolytes and caffeine. So got some for me and some to share. Grabbed this charger for the cell phone off of Amazon for about 25 bucks. It's supposed to give me 2.5 charges on the iPhone, which should be good for our event. Gonna pack a few koozies because there's beer at the end of this thing, and we're gonna keep our beers cold and drink in style when we crush our Star Course. 20 bucks, ID, quitter cash, and credit card, just to be safe. A couple Ruck.beer patches in case somebody says, "Hey dude, can I have a Ruck.beer patch?" We've got our 2-liter water bladder, source hydration. It is what it is. 1 pair of backup socks, that's it. Got some trail toe to help if there's some feet or other chafing issues that we need to address. Some Leuco tape, Band-Aids and Neosporin in case anybody is dealing with blisters. My Petzl E+ Light, super lightweight, and I love it. Use it for all my events. And finally, I've got some salt stick tabs, capsules. These are great, and so throw these in there as well. Finally, some baggies that will pack up everything to help make sure it's all waterproof. And the only thing that's missing is the packets of mustard that I'm gonna pick up en route to the event. And that's it. That's all we're taking. 50 miles, and we'll see if I forgot anything. So I'm about to do something that I would never recommend that anybody ever do before an event, and that is I'm buying a brand new pair of shoes less than 12 hours before the start. The fact of the matter is I love my Mac V1s, but I wear them every single day, but on really long rucks, they're fine. I've done 20 miles in them, no problem, but I feel more comfortable in my shoes. And the problem is I wore my favorite Brooks down to GRT Reunion, and they're destroyed. So I was just gonna ruck the Mac V1s, and it's just kind of been in the back of my head for days and days and days, and finally I said, screw it, and now I'm here buying a pair of those shoes right there. I've rucked Brooks for all my events, all my really long training. I'm super comfortable in them. I have no fear that there's going to be a problem with having a brand new pair of shoes out on the course. But it could all backfire, so I guess we'll find out here soon.
DC! DC!
What's up, everybody? A couple miles in, got our first official checkpoint at the Women's War Memorial up at Arlington. Now we're heading to the Exorcist Stairs. Doing good. What's up, everybody? It's about, I don't know, 6 miles in. Left the Exorcist steps, on our way to the National Cathedral. You can't really tell, but it's pretty much all uphill from the Exorcist steps to the cathedral. Clipping along. Looks like we're averaging about 14:46. Just cruising, working hard. Don't think we'll be able to keep the pace for the whole night, but taking it while we got it. So, good times. All right, so it's 11:20. We're on kind of a long slog here. It's a 12-miler from the National Cathedral to somewhere that's 12 miles away. Feeling pretty good. You know, my ankles hurt, my calves are a little tight. We're pushing a pretty good pace, probably. I turned off my tracker for the minute, but probably around 15:30-ish, maybe 16. Just cruising. Mind's in a good place. Really love the challenge. Really love the fact that Star Course is a race. Makes me kind of want to push into the pain a little bit more. Work hard for those miles. And honestly, man, I'm having a great time. This is fun. All right, so it's midnight, and told myself that would be my first opportunity to eat. Little reward, little midnight snack. We got some a Cliff Bar. We're about I don't know, about 12 miles in. Doing good, feeling good. Just rocking. So, with the Star Course, I wondered, like, at what point, like, would it start to mess with your head? You know, whatever, it's creeping up on 1 a.m. You know, ankles hurt, calves hurt, whatever. Pain's kind of what you signed up for. But I think it's just that point where you realize, like, man, there's still like 10 plus hours of this. That's a lot of hours. So, like, my mind's still good. Still feel all right. Still, like, enjoying this. Maybe not this 12-mile stint, but having fun, you know. So my mind's good, but, like, it's the first time that's entering in, like, dude, you still got a real long way to go. So, 1 a.m. check-in, having fun. There's my team. They're just a little bit behind. Guess I'm just having a little alone time up here. Just to talk to you. All right. We'll see you in a little bit. What's up, everybody? We're at a checkpoint here. Kind of a point where lots of people are taking a break to address feet and stuff like that. Cadre's over there got some oranges for us. And so we're just taking care of our feet, and you know, everything hurts, and we're gonna keep walking. So break time's almost over, and we're about to get on. Our next little segment here is about 8 miles, and there you go. Break time's over. All right, what's up, everybody? It's 5:30 in the morning, and we are at our check-in point here. Let's see if I can get it in the background. That sketchy house on this trail. That was our next checkpoint. We're like 28 miles in, doing pretty good. Sore, tight, tired, bumped and bruised, but having an awesome time. And you can't really see it. RJ's over there, rolling around the ground. He's about to eat an orange, which the oranges are amazing. They're like magical. Ryan, who you also can't see, is doing a little foot care. But having a great time. Sun's about to come up and gonna go walk like another 20-something miles. All right, everybody, it's 7 a.m. Still on this lovely, lovely trail that just never ends, ever. On to our last waypoint on this trail. We got about, I don't know, like 4 or 5 miles to go to get there. Everything hurts. Dealing with some cramping issues and whatnot. RJ, 2 thumbs up. Ryan's over there. And it's just one thumb up. In his heart, he had 2 thumbs up. Yeah, so sun's up, that's nice. I don't know, that's all I got. It's a lot of miles. We're at like, what, 31 and a half, 32? 32. It hurts pretty much all the time, so, you know, you just gotta keep moving. Just embrace it, and nothing you can do about it except for keep going forward until you finish. So, that's your 7 a.m. update. Hope you guys are having fun drinking coffee and whatnot. All right, it's 8:20. We're like, how many miles? 30 something? 36-ish miles in. We're still on this trail. This trail right here. It just goes on forever. It doesn't end. It's mind-numbingly miserable. It's covered in gravel. Makes my feet hurt. Wah, somebody's sad. Anyway, we're gonna keep walking. Maybe take a stretch break here. We're almost at our checkpoint. Do a little stretchy stretch. And then we're back in civilization. Back in the DC area, so we're gonna go sightseeing. We're gonna go see some monuments, take some pictures, have a good time. Star course is great. Ryan loves it. RJ's back there, he loves it. We love the Star course. Whee! What's up, everybody? We're here. We're at the Jefferson Memorial. That too. We're at Lincoln. Definitely Lincoln. RJ is taking a pee break in there. Ryan's stretching. I'm just sitting here. So the stopping feels amazing and sitting down feels amazing. Starting back up is torture. Everything hurts 10,000 times more when you start back up. So, it's 9:40. Hopefully RJ doesn't take too long. And we're gonna start back up. And it hurts. We're gonna walk to that thing over there. Not Ryan, we're walking past Ryan. And then we're gonna keep walking. Go see some other stuff. It's gonna be amazing. Star course is amazing. Hey gang, we're at FDR Memorial. things have gone pretty poorly for my body. I had a wicked side stitch for about the past mile that is making breathing very hard. Everything below my hips feels like complete garbage. But we ruck on. It's 11:06. I think we have an estimated 6 miles, 5-6 miles left, so suck it up, Buttercup. What's up, everybody? What time is it? It's 2:20. We were in a pretty dark place for a little while, and found out a waypoint was about a mile and a half further than we thought. That was terrible. And after that, we had a little heart-to-heart with each other. Just realized that we need to pull it together, and we got to push a little harder. So we made a good, I don't know, 4 to 6 mile push with no break. Sub 20-minute pace was the goal. So we made it. We made it to the Supreme Court in our time hack. Reward was about a 3 or 4 minute break. Breaks are still the worst. They feel so good, but when you start going again, it's just like pure pain. Just everything that had gone numb just hurts again. So we've been clipping for about half a mile from the Supreme Court, and stuff's starting to go numb again. So that's a welcome relief. Team's hanging in there. Ryan's a champion, leading us, pushing us to dig deep, keep our minds right. And so here we go. We're off to the White House, and then from the White House we go to some, I don't know, place nearby there, and then it's like half a mile to the end. So we were getting a little nervous there because of how much time we had left, but I think at this point, as long as we just keep moving for the next 3 stops, we're gonna be all right. Gonna make it to that finish line. This thing hurts real bad. I certainly did not train anywhere near where I needed to train. And I'm paying the price with just pure pain. Once we get to the finish line, I'll be able to assess it. I haven't taken my shoes off since the start. It could be ugly in there, but pressing on, we're hanging on, trying to keep our minds right and our feet moving. So that's it. Oh, and we're at like, I don't know, like 48 miles, something like that. So I think we're gonna end just over 50. Got some bonus miles, baby. Woo! All right, gang, so here we are. Here's the deal. Made it to the finish line. Scored one of these GORUCK Star Course 50 patches. Team made it. We got Ryan over here. RJ is asleep, and we're not upstairs with the party that's going on up there because RJ had a little heat exhaustion. We had a pretty tough last mile, but you know, that's the thing about GORUCK events, is it's about the team. He didn't want to quit, he wanted to push through, and so we came up with a plan, and he agreed to it, and we executed it and freaking finished this 50 miles. And it hurt. It's gonna hurt for a couple days, but RJ is good. We're in the air conditioning. He's had plenty of fluids, and now he's just letting his body do what his body does. So I guess as far as like immediate end of the event, This freaking thing's hard. Not gonna lie, I did not train well for this. And if you, like, you might be more of a badass than me, but like, if you just show up and try and do it, it could eat you alive. Like, I was hanging on by a thread most of the time. But it's awesome, man. If you want to challenge yourself, Star Course 50 is pretty good. So go get that patch, baby. What's up, everybody? So it's about 2 days out from completing the GORUCK Star Course DC 50 miler, and thought I'd kind of wrap up this video with just some final thoughts about this Star Course. I think the first thing that really stands out in my mind about this event is I didn't realize how much of a team event it really was. So obviously you're required to have a team of 2 or more, and I guess I just never thought of it as a team event, though. It was just going to be the guys that I was out rucking with. But I think what I learned through these 50 miles is that without that team, this would have never happened for me. In fact, even as I look at our team, I'd reached out to my buddy RJ and to see if he'd do this with me, and he said, "Oh, I'm actually already doing it with a guy named Ryan, but you're welcome to join us." And I was like, "Well, I don't know this Ryan dude," and to be very honest, and I feel like RJ would agree with me, like RJ and I, if we would have done this by ourselves, we wouldn't have finished. Ryan was an integral part of the team and really helping to motivate us and make good decisions and push us when we needed to be pushed. And I'm sure that RJ and I both contributed different aspects to how we approached the night and how we completed the event. But it really was a team event. We had to make decisions together. We had to encourage one another. We had to push each other. We had to, tell stories and tell jokes to keep each other going. So I think that was the biggest surprise for me at the end of this is how important the team is for this event. From just like a gear perspective and things like that, you saw my loadout before, you saw my shoes and all that stuff. I was happy with everything. I had some mild chafing, so the trail toe was great for helping me with that. The shoes worked out perfect. I loved them. They worked great. The double sock system, the NGG toe socks and the regular socks on top were perfect. In fact, during the event, I never took off my shoes. Like, I just kind of had this feeling like if I took them off and started messing with stuff, it was going to get ugly. And so I just, I paid attention to my feet, and they kind of hurt and burned for a while, like 45 miles. But I never really felt like there was anything horrible going on in there. And sure enough, they held up. And I'm just going to chalk that up to genetics. I mean, to go 50 miles and not even have like the smallest of blisters is just weird. But I'm thankful for it. Got good feet. What can I say? So like tips and advice that I would give to anybody thinking about doing this. First off is train. I didn't train for this, just at all. Just my regular fitness routine, lots of CrossFit, occasional rucks with some buddies, but no serious mileage underweight. That was a mistake. At 20 miles, it became apparent that this was going to be just a sufferfest. So definitely train for this. You can grit it out, but it'll hurt. Stopping is bad. I hated stopping so much. I just kind of wanted to keep going all the time. But you know, you've got to make those stops. You've got to stretch during those stops. But boy, those stops can get real long. So we tried to have a set amount of time for each stop, and we always went over that time. Our first major stop, we were like, let's make it 5 minutes, and then like it ended up being 30. That was rough. And each stop after that was really hard. Don't stop. Just start walking and keep going. And then, you know, pick a good team. Make sure that you got people that are going to push through this with you. And, you know, stuff's going to happen, but make sure that they've got your back. Hydrate. You've got to make sure that you're getting those fluids and electrolytes in all day long. You know, we had some issues with cramping and stuff like that, you know, you've just got to make sure that that stuff's in you, and even starting your hydration days in advance, making sure that you're ready for this. And then just know it's just going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. My ankles are still pretty sore. I went to the gym today and, you know, just did a real easy 1,500 meter row. Been doing some push-ups and stuff like that just to be moving, but you know, body's gonna ache for a little bit, but it's amazing. During the event, I was cursing it and saying how, you know, one and done, never do another 50. But that's the thing about these events is, like, they're so hard. Like, the adversity that you face and pushing your body and making your body do what it doesn't want to do, and crossing that finish line, there's something so amazing to look back at that and to look at all that I learned about myself and about my friends and about what we can accomplish is just, it's amazing. And you want that feeling again. I want that experience of coming against something that's really, really difficult and saying, you know what, I'm going to take another step. There's 30 miles left, I'm going to take another step. There's 20 miles left, I'm going to take another step. There's a mile left, I'm going to take another step. Something about that, to know that you did it, to know that you accomplished it, is, I love that feeling. And so I don't know if I'll do it this year, but the New York 50 sounds pretty cool, so I'll give that a look. But yeah, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section of the video on YouTube or on the Ruck.beer blog post, where I'm going to have a bunch of links to all my gear and different stuff that we had going on. But yeah, DC Star Course, any Star Course, get out there, do it. It'll hurt, but it'll be fun.